again from Can Be Well, Turn Up the Frequency. And today we will talk about sound and how I got to sound. And sitting here getting ready was kind of interesting because the wind is howling around the house. The rain is you can hear the rain coming in. And as I'm sitting here so quietly, I can hear all of that. And most people don't realize what their sound environment is. So I would like to ask everybody just to take a minute, second, whatever. Just close your eyes for a second and listen to what's going on around you sound-wise. And how many of those sounds are really disturbing to you, or how many of them are really um, supporting you or nice to you. So that's quite a different approach than here's something in your world and you know it's wrong. We are sometimes not aware of the things that are influencing us. And sound is one of the most important ones because it's so subtle and we often don't realize what's going on. So if you take, for instance, I have a fridge in here and right now it's quiet. It might kick in or not, but often I don't realize that is humming, that humming is there. And other times it's like, oh God, what's going on there? And then I have a clock in the house that's usually not ticking unless I push a bottle in front of it a little bit further back, and then the pendulum will hit the bottle, and I have that ticking sound that drives me crazy. But it usually takes me quite a while to find out about it. So yeah, just a little challenge for you guys to see and check in with yourself. What is affecting you with sound or not? Um, I wanted to tell you today about my story with sound. So I came to the singing bowls that I use mainly, which are actually behind me, is one, um, quite by accident. But I learned over the years that it's never just an accident or incident. Sorry, incident. Um, for me, it was the class that I took on Ayurvedic healing, and in that course we had courses that we could pick, and one of them for me was the sound massage or Klangmassage in German. And I took that course and I got hooked because here I am totally burned out. I went into class with a blood pressure of 140 to 120 um, at that time. And it was amazing to see this little thing, shiny thing, creating such an effect in me that I actually could completely relax. And it's amazing to see that that's the first response you have. Like you take the singing bowl in your hand, you smile because you're relaxing, your tension goes. All the um all the things that go in your mind just go out of the windows because they're not important anymore. And then getting to know them and getting to work with them and getting to see the effect in other people that I was able to experience was so amazing that there's nothing better for me. Um, People always come and ask me what notes should they pick, which is the best bowl for you, and all I can tell you is you have to play them and you have to experience them because it's the resonance to the singing bowl that is important for you. It doesn't matter what your mind says, what somebody else says, you need this note, that note, chakra bowl or not. The important thing is that you resonate with it. And if you find the singing bowl you need and that you're resonating with, that will be the one you won't be able to keep your fingers off. So for me, this was one of the most important experiences that I had, that there is there's no words to it. There is no regulations to it. There's no barriers, nothing. It's just pure sound and joy, and sound actually can carry you, can comfort you, can give you a bubble where you're safe. And I know a lot of people who know me, I talk a lot of bubbles or about bubbles because basically it's a field around you that can be emanating from you by putting out the thought of love. For instance, you're putting yourself in a bubble of love, and that will influence others. But at the same time, it can shield you. If you are in an environment that's not serving you, you can create your bubble that keeps you safe. And that's a practice out of therapeutic touch where you learn how to do that. Or you can learn. It's not the main topic in therapeutic touch, but it's one of the effects out of therapeutic touch. Um, but the other part in that is too that it's creating a safe space. So there's trust. And where there's trust, you can start to let go and create new connections and become bigger. And I saw that while working last year with the Regional Occupation Society, the Rock Center. And those are special friends, and they have become really, really special, who have challenges in their life. Some are autism, some are Asperger's. So quite different issues there or challenges there than I'm usually working with. And we started working with them, and all I did was facilitate sound and giving them the possibility to play with the sound. The end effect was that I had people who don't want to be touched, asking for the singing bowls being put on their bodies. I had people who came in usually angry, come in with a smile. Everybody started talking. The connection that happened without me going there and trying to force it or trying to create it was so amazing, because it's so subtle and it's so soft and it's so caring, and it's not me, it's the balls that create and facilitate that. And again, a wonderful thing to experience. If you ever have the chance to go for a sound bath or sound meditation, I would ask you to do that, because there's nothing better. There's nothing better. Careful with singing bowls and crystal bowls, like meditation, the metal ones and the glass ones. Personally, and again, it's my personal experience, I had a challenge with the crystal bowls for the longest time because I was not grounded. I was too much in my mind. I was burned out. So all focused up here, not creating the flow enough that I needed to cope with the crystal bowls. And it was nice to see. I was at friend's place on the weekend, and they were doing a crystal bowl healing. And I was able to, for the first time, to stand there and listen to it and not have the tension build up. So just check in with yourself and be aware that also somebody tells you you need to have the crystal healing. It might not be the best for you. Even so, the metal ones might not be the best for you. You have to make your choice. You have to become aware of what is good for you, what is supporting you, where does tension creep in. And usually that's the one where we are not aware of, is paying attention to the tension in your body. As soon as tension comes in, you won't be able to relax. You won't be able to go in and experience what you need. And that way it's hard for you to really connect. It's hard for you to relax. And there's no healing or little healing. The best effect of healing that comes, and the best balance you can get, is always when you're relaxed. So get into a relaxed state. If you go and see your doctor, if you go and see your healer, if you go and see your therapist, whatever you do, be comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you will create a block that's not releasing, right? And that's creating a barrier that is very hard to overcome. And you have to struggle way more than you would have if you just be relaxed. So one more thing I have to you for you, sorry. Being German, I was very amazed to see the words, right? In English, there's the wording being of sound body, mind, and soul. In Germany, we don't use it because we have the word gesund. But I was reading up on the origin of the word sound, and it actually has an old German base in the English. So looking at that, in German, we have lost the connection between sound as the tone, note, or whatever you want to call it, and health. For us, it's just health, while in English, it's both. And it comes back to resonance. So being in tune with someone or somebody else or something. And that again means vibrating at a coherent frequency. So your frequency is supporting the frequency of the other person or the other item, or it supports your frequency, and this means you're vibrating at the same frequency, or your frequencies are again supported with each other. But it also means that the waves become even, so the distance, I have to read it here, so the difference in phase between highest and lowest peak becomes coherent and even all the way through, while a incoherent wave is like this, like up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. So it's very disturbed, let's say it this way. So we're striving for coherence, we're striving for that even balance. And yeah, if you're interested in that, just look it up and find more out about it. But it's just fascinating to see where the connections come together between health, sound, coherence, resonance, frequency, vibration. And I'm here for you if you want to talk to me. Just send me a message and I'll answer your questions as good as I can. I'd love to start a discussion about it, and we'll see where it goes. Thank you. Bye.